incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hand. They want man own, and there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw is Mariota.
Well, into a sea of defenders and intercepted.
And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they got to really compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Moore, up and good. And that makes the score 21-0.
So how about this for a start? 21-0 here in the first as they kick this one away.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse if this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball. So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down.
Well, that was something to behold there. You might expect runs like that from a kick returner or wide receiver, but that's your quarterback hitting top speed.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons.
And the Cowboys are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Well, stating the obvious, this is going to be one that the rookie quarterback is going to want to forget pretty quickly.
And what quarterback has not gone through this in their rookie year?
Yeah, they all have. I guess it's cliche, but these are the ones you hope to grow from, right?
It's just part of life on the road in the NFL. He has to learn from it and grow.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
They start near midfield following the interception.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the heart of Texas and the very wonderful AT&T Stadium in Arlington. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from AT&T Stadium.
Fields it right around the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll start the drive with Elliott.
And he'll get this to the 32. Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
He's tackled at the 32-yard line.
They go to Elliott again.
And the defense closes quickly there. He'll get maybe a yard to the 33.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he'll get this only to about the 38 as they stop him a few yards shy of the line to gain. Running with Elliott. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Again to Elliott running left. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for 2nd down.
Loss of 6 brings up 2nd and 16 at the 35-yard line.
Here's Prescott. Man open, that's complete to Dalton Schultz. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 42. 23 yards the pickup there.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
A 1st down carry by Elliott. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. The 1st carry now for Tony Pollard. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 yards there as that'll take us to 4th down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now Prescott on 4th down. Oh, it was hit at the line of scrimmage and intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick 6 TD.
Well, it turns out it's not their offense who gets them on the board first, CD. It's the defense coming through right there with a pick six.
And I know from experience throughout the week, when you go against the offense, you're challenging them all the time. You're letting them know, hey, don't worry about scoring this week. We'll take care of it. We'll get a few pick sixes and score ourselves. You're just kidding? But how about what he just did right there? Laid it out for the rest of the game. We scored. Hey, offense, can you keep up with us?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They'll run with Pollard to begin the drive. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground, but this time it's Elliott. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 41-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Prescott. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Prescott. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Now back to the ground with Elliott. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. 10th carry now for Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it.
A loss of a yard. It's 47. Here we go, 47. Here we go, 46, 46.
4th down, Prescott. Touchdown, Cowboys. Dak Prescott with a connection to CeeDee Lamb. And the Cowboys' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
10 yards on the pickup.
A good gain on first. Has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
Man open left side is Brown.
Finding room at midfield. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
18, pioneer.
On second and 12, Hurts. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Right there, Hurts.
Here's Hurts to throw.
And this is caught by Watkins.
He's got room at the 30.
And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts.
Dancing to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Oh, I saw this one with defensive eyes because even as he escaped the pocket and bought time, the coverage stayed tight. Nothing broke down. Throwing it away, that was his only option.
From the 21, it's second and 10.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's fourth down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
This is Smith with a grab.
And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with first and goal.
60 Vikings.
They'll run with Sanders. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. From back at the 4, here's second and goal.
Buffalo 18.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
In trouble, and he'll go down back at the 12. The coverage good, the pressure good, leads to the sack, and it's third and goal now. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes third and goal.
Hurts.
To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
Okay, quick. Hey, check that, street.
They're going on fourth down with Hurts.
And Goddard's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. A 12-yard touchdown grab.
And the Eagles have moved out in front.
Boy, what a job there. Fourth down that far away from the end zone just to get it in, get that done.
An unlikely result, but it occurred nonetheless. But a terrific play. Great way to finish and in the end zone.
And the defense has to be scratching their heads, right?
That's usually to their advantage. In that situation, they should be able to make a play on the ball. But instead, it turned out to be a touchdown, and they've got to go figure it out on their sideline.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive. So we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard pickup. They'll be looking now to 3rd and 6. Play action now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. They'll try the right side with Elliott. 42 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Prescott on play action. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Elliott running right. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. And it's caught. Touchdown. CeeDee Lamb in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cowboys have a chance to tie the game here in the final seconds of the half. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Eagles take over first and 10.
Let's go now.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. That's it. 3 seconds to go before intermission. He's going deep for Brown. And this one is incomplete. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, All I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Well, sometimes the defense just beats you. Great coverage from the secondary, all of them in the proper position. So instead of trying to throw into tight coverage, he found a way to throw it away and come back and try again the next down.
Play action. Here's Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. Finding room at midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
It's a gain of 20.
They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
It's a gain of 20. First down, Eagles.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. It's caught by Sanders. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Just a gain of a couple there. And it's 3rd and 4 now. Throwing is Hurts. The Sanders has got it complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And that could be one of those turning point plays in a ball game. A field goal gets you the lead here, but they want to make a statement and get 6 points. And they're certainly going to get that opportunity as they get the conversion and set up 1st and goal.
And once again, this is Sanders. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. That's good for a gain of 6, 2nd and goal.
Not only did we just see back-to-back nice gains, but we're also seeing the confidence rise, not just for the guy who caught it, but the guy throwing it as well.
And these back-to-back catches here out of the backfield, that can set something up down. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead is now 21-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, you and I said at intermission, feels like we're set up for a good 2nd half. Well, the other side scored. Now it's up to them to answer. How do they respond here with their first drive of the 2nd half?
Well, bottom line is they just saw the ball go in the end zone against their defense, and they saw what good offense looked.
And a powerful stiff arm. It frees him. And they finally do get him, but not before he reaches the 27. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, 27 yards. And the Cowboys are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. And oh, he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On 1st down, Hurts. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
Sanders here as they run out of the gun. 2 yards, good enough for a first. They'll look to throw. Steps away to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
So much for the best laid plans and best designed plays. That was good coverage along the sidelines. No place for that one to get in there. It sails incomplete.
Hurts gets this to Sanders. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. That one good for 26 and a first down.
Hey, check that. Street.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
It's a second down run with Sanders. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
First down, Philadelphia.
Hawk 70.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready?
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out, had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Go,
From the 17, Hurts. Oh, no, he lost the football. We hear them discuss red zone efficiency a lot, CD, and they almost gave that one up in the red zone. Luckily, they'll have another shot.
And you and I both know that every offensive coordinator, play caller in the league, they take particular delight in their red zone calls because those are the payoff ones. But you can't call a play if your team doesn't have the ball. You got to secure it.
No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles will add to their 4th quarter lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8.
Makes the score Eagles 28, Cowboys 20. Jake Elliott kicking off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Prescott.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
Yeah, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. And this is going to be a Cowboys first down as good running gets him to about the 44. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, Prescott. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked off by Kaiser White. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Oh, that's about as tough as they come. You're driving to try to put the ball in the end zone and tie the game, and that happens.
It's exciting for us, wasn't it? Because we were thinking, hey, we might be headed towards overtime. Instead, it looks like this one may very well be done. And guess what?
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick-6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now Prescott. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Kaiser White. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. Well, this defense just continuing to do their thing, and now they add on to that lead with another pick-6.
And how about the way they played this entire game? Not only did they put their stamp on.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. For this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, and there's some plays they can build on moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Kill. Everyone, kill. Swat, hey.
Desperation time. Prescott on fourth. And it's going to be batted down. It will go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Hey, flash Bronco!
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
I know Paul Revere talked about by land or by sea, right? You know, one by land, two by sea. He didn't mention air because right now we're seeing a big-time performance, aren't we? That's 2 touchdowns so far in this game.
Where'd you pull that one from?
And, you know, every now and then I actually listened in history class.
And you're just a scholar all the way around. You're reading all the time. I like that you fit that in for the podcast.
You know, I just grab a nugget when I can.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down.
Yeah, you got to wait until that ball goes 10 yards. They did not. They hit it before, and that draws the flag every time.
And there's no doubt in my mind that converting an onside kick has never been tougher in the NFL with the new rules. So trying to get it to 10 yards, timing up perfectly, that's tough enough to begin with. But when you go ahead and grab it before it goes, you got no shot then.
Oh, he's got a little Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys.
Well, he was already over 100 yards running the football prior to this play, but this run may be his best yet.
I've got to agree with you on that one. We're looking at a guy running with extreme confidence, running in harmony and sync with his blockers. All of them kind of moving as one. And look at the end result. Big plays.
Cowboys 27. Brett Maher to kick off for Dallas.
Following the touchdown, here's Maher to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And a great return here gets this one all the way down to the 26-yard line. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
Looking here for Smith downfield. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Right there, Hurt.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, 4th quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
He's going deep for Brown. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Marquise Bell. And the Cowboys are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you have a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess. That allows for extra yardage on the return.
On 2nd down, Elliott once more. And a strong run that time as he's across midfield and down to the 43.
They go to Elliott again. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. On 2nd and a yard, Prescott. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Kaiser White. And the Eagles are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
Well, partner, under the lights in primetime, this offense, they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And, Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19.
At their own 19-yard line.
Prescott fires one out wide, complete. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to him.
From the 27, Prescott. He's got a man, complete. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40, before being taken down. A first down throw for Prescott.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip.
That's the score, Eagles 7.
Shot on offense following that pick-6, and now the kick is away.
Fields it right around the goal line. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They start on the ground with Elliott. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play call to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Remain for 2nd down.
Again, it's Elliott. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
When they're lined up in the 46 defense like that, running is just going to be a slog.
Especially if you're trying to run it in the middle of the defense. So what you're hoping, get a stalemate against the 3 across the front. And can you get some one-on-one blocks that you can win on the perimeter? To me, that's the best place to carry the football.
On 3rd down, Elliott. Yeah, this is only going to be a gain of 2. He needed 3. It's 4th and 1. Running with Elliott. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards.
Here's Hurts to throw.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he'll be
taken down at about the 22-yard line.
19
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Leighton Vander Esch. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will finally run him down, but not until he brings us all the way back down inside the 10-yard line. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. Now Elliott. He gets this down to the 3, but no further. Brought the power run out of the bag and got a couple extra yards with it. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Again, it's Elliott.
And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, a 3-yard touchdown run.
And the Cowboys are an extra point away from drawing level.
An extra point by Marr, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown. So 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to the 30.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts.
That's to his running back, complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there.
19 right. 70 Rangers. 70 Rangers.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
Being chased down left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete.
Dragon 60. Cup 19. Cup 19. Ready.
Throwing again on 2nd down.
Hurts. Open man, that's Devontae Smith.
He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Philadelphia.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run in the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
This will probably be the last play of the quarter. Off the play fake, Prescott.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Cowboys.
CeeDee Lamb.
72 yards.
And the Cowboys are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Well, they went play action there and set it up nicely for him. I mean, he can flat fly, and they hit him downfield.
And it doesn't take much to create that extra bit of space that a guy of his speed needs. If you go play action, all you want is just a moment where the guys covering take their attention somewhere else, and then he's by them. And once he's by them, there's no catching him. As they always like to say, if a receiver's even to a defensive back, that means he's leaving.
Unless that DB is Charles Davis, right?
In that case, he left me a long time ago.
Come on now.
Trust me.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter.
You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity.
Your head better be on a swivel.
Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically, one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Hurts. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it up to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. Buying time to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
Head the street! Head the street!
They'll fake the give to Sanders, and now Hurts. And he will go down. A Cowboy sack.
A 6-yard loss.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts. Airing it out deep for Smith. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. First down carry by Elliott. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad because they did give up the touchdown run too early, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Prescott's throw pulled in by Lamb. Touchdown! So remember now, this was all set up by the stop defensively on 4th down. That's what got them this great field position. And then 2 plays later, they're already in the end zone.
Yeah, partner, funny how it works like that, huh? That's a momentum swing amusement park style. Your defense comes off the field, bouncing, grooving, they're fired up, and it carries over to the other side of the ball.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. As this offense gets ready here for this drive, Charles, you still wonder about that prior drive. Went for it on 4th down in their own territory, didn't get it. And then that led to a touchdown on the other side.
And I don't mind the aggressiveness.
Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kelvin Joseph. When he went on the move there and started rolling out, I thought there was a window, but that window closed quickly, intercepted.
And sometimes, despite how big your arm talent is, you don't get enough on a throw when you're on the move as opposed to setting your feet and stepping into one. That may have been the case there, and the defense certainly benefited.
Hassan Reddick coming through with a stop there and a tackle for loss to boot.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. They'll give to Elliott. And a lot of talent on this Eagle defense, and you've seen it on these last 2 plays, both losses. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. On the left side, Gallup's got it. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. The kick by Marr is good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
This one fielded at the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Ready, set.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Great way to convert on 3rd down there. 21 yards to play.
Here we go. Hey, check that streak. Cowboy 80.
Shotgun snap, and then the give to Sanders. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Go, Reed, go.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the Cowboys' 48-yard line.
Another run with Sanders. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd.
Throwing is Hurts. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
They'll set up a throw. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And some room to maneuver. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Quez Watkins, 44 yards. And the Eagles' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. 18 Runner, 18 Runner.
Hurts will throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Popular down near the goal line. Quick slant. Nice job there to get in, knock it away.
It was, and one of the other things you're concerned about when you throw that route is to make sure your offensive linemen use their leverage to get the hands of the defensive front down so you can throw it through that little bit of crowd and get it to the receiver. In this event, they did, but a nice play by the defender knocking it away.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And then we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Tough slant. They lose a yard there on third. On is the punter, Brian Anger, to kick this one away. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Here's Brian Anger now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break.
Eagles 20.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
They'll try and run for it with Sanders. And he's going to go backward. They get him behind the line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. They'll try and throw for it here. That is caught. It's the tight end Goddard. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield.
That's good for an Eagles.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They'll go again with Sanders. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
But you got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a second and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to third and manageable with that run.
On third down, they turn to Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. Call it a gain of 5 that time. They'll be left with a 3rd down and about 9 to go.
I really like the vision he displayed on that play because he saw there wasn't a lane to completely break off a huge gain. So he found where there was the most space and got what he could. A nice dirty run that's a positive play for the offense.
From the gun, it's Hurts. There goes a deep ball, end zone. And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete. But the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So now then the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. Now Sanders, and he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders, a 5-yard touchdown run. And the Eagles have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. Elliott good on the extra point, and that gives him a 3-point lead. Touchdown. Here's Elliott on to kick it away.
The Cowboys make over 1st down at their own 25-yard line. The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of 1st downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. They find some open field here. Uses the stiff arm. 61 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. A give to Elliott running left. And he's got it down to the 28.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
As a defensive back, you have some weapons at your disposal that we don't often talk about. And you can read the receiver's eyes, you can read his hands, and you know that the arrival of the ball is imminent, and that allows you to make a play on it, and oftentimes knock it away.
And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the 1st down marker. On 4th down, Prescott goes off, and on comes the Cowboy kicker, Brett Maher, for the field goal try. The kick by Maher is good, and that's going to tie the ball game at 27-all. So give him 3 on that drive. You know, normally you'd say we'll take it, but the way points have been flying around, it feels like a little bit of a letdown.
Yeah, you just have to wonder, are field goals going to be enough? Because as you pointed out, the way touchdowns have been scored, does kicking a field goal actually put you at a disadvantage the rest of the way?
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he'll get this up just shy of the 30. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Another run here with Sanders. 7 yards there and a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Running right, here's Sanders. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. They go play action with Hurts. And he'll just get rid of it.
But sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw here. And that is incomplete. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. And that's caught inside the 35. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive.
That's good for an Eagles.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. He'll look to throw. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Partner, I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays, because he's already been intercepted in this game. And the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ball game, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there. All that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return.
The Cowboys make over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-six TD. Elliott on for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they throw the pick-six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
And some room to run now. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. 99 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott, and they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming from the right hash. It's a 46-yard attempt. Marr able to put this one through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get him 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys will take over possession here up at the 44. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 44. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Not in a position where they absolutely have to rush right now, but they definitely have to pick up the tempo a bit.
2nd and 6. They go to Elliott again. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Now Dak. And that is incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going. And I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Now they go for it on fourth, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Eagles are likely going to win it. So now let's reset here, Charles. They do have 2 timeouts left, so they can stop the clock twice. This one's not quite over yet.
No, and what you're doing on defense, you're going to use both timeouts, obviously. But you've got to call defenses are going to force the issue early, meaning you want that play over fast. You don't want to give them time to dance around in the backfield or run a wide sweep that'll take off time. Blitz them, put pressure on them, make sure that play ends quickly so that you can go ahead and keep moving.
This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8.
Liking 18.
They'll run with Sanders. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now. As the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go. Here's Hurts to throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And the Cowboys are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. I'm surprised with the lead in a 1-score game this late. They're even putting the ball in the air in that situation.
Almost makes me feel like the head coach might be second-guessing himself by not clicking on and saying, all we're doing is running it here. But give credit to the guys on defense. They made a play that they haven't.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. Prescott. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
Well, it took us until the final play, Charles, to officially decide a winner. Although on that last play they were so backed up, it would have taken a miracle, and they couldn't get that miracle done.
Well, I like how you stayed with it because we both knew that this had to go down to the last play, and neither side was going to exhale until that play concluded because we've seen the improbable before. A couple of laterals, maybe some poor defense on the back end. They might have gone all the way to the end zone. In this case, though, it didn't happen. Perhaps next time.
We're in the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Today, rivals square off in the NFC East, and we've got a great matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready.
Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, they wasted no time taking a shot down the field. He was letting it fly in the very first play from scrimmage. And this was excellent coverage down there. And they'll come away with an early takeaway. And I mean an early takeaway.
On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
It's not a huge breakaway run, but if your starting running back finishes the game with averages of 5 or 6 yards per touch, you'll take that every single time.
On second down, Elliott once more. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a third down.
Well, that play was over before it even got started. Thanks for nothing, huh? How about that? That sets up a very difficult third down call now.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down. Prescott. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by James Bradbury. And he'll get this back across the midfield, striping down the 47-yard line. Not the best of plays there as a quarterback. You're right-handed, rolling left, trying to throw it that far downfield.
I remember a coach of mine saying, son, that's the equivalent of trying to get the car keys out of your pocket with your opposite hand while you're trying to run. You just can't do it.
Ready?
First and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down.
But we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit, both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
And that's how you shake off the interception you threw on the opening drive, come back and throw another strike and gain nice yardage. And I give credit to 2 people on this one. The man throwing the ball and the person calling the plays. They're not shutting him down early in this game.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're knocking on the door now as a good run there are going to take this to about the 10-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Right back to Sanders on first down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle.
Second down, here's Hurts. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. There he goes, right side. The 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them. And they took big advantage of it, went the other direction, excellent blocking, and picked up a touchdown.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor.
Let's go now.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. He'll drop to throw. It's caught by Sanders. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Philadelphia.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody cut. Oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice 1st down there.
What do we love to say? Get those back. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And the Cowboys are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this 1st quarter of play. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one.
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the 1st half here, a long way to go.
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. Again, it's Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. From the shotgun again to Elliott. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. 47 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. So after a good run by Zeke, another 1st and 10.
46.
From the red zone now, Prescott. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jalen Tolbert from 19 yards away. And the Cowboys have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now 14-0.
Cowboys 14, Eagles nothing. Brett Meyer taking off 4 downs.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right,
throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach, in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats for this first half of action. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Brown. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. We have 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, while we look at the defense, they came in prepared. Had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Elliott going to get it again on 2nd down. And once again, not much running room, if any at all. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. 10th carry down for Elliott. And they'll get him down at the 34, and he's going to be short of the first by a few yards. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Now Prescott on 4th down. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And the Eagles defense able to hold.
4th down, and they take to the air, which really isn't a major surprise, but how about the coverage? They're able to bat it down.
Here we go, here we go.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Ready.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And now here is another interception. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.